with 11 great seasons here in St. Louis. Pat Verbeek spills Dave Lowry. It's lifted out by Huda. We look at Pat Verbeek, who now is talking with Lowry, and they're having a bit of a disagreement.
Dave Lowry's a little upset as he was taken out by Pat Verbeek.
Centers for Sanderson, who just tipped it wide, though he was checked by Ron Sutter. Zalapsky dumped by Kelly Chase. They continue to rough it up. And now the linesman will step in between them.
In the box.
That's right.
Here's the start of it. You know, I got not that I want to apologize or anything. I still don't think, but that Alan May for Washington the other night when he took his helmet off, I guess he has a visor and he wants to take it off.
And up ice, we've got Shanahan and Ladouceur going at it. And both trying to go with some right hands, and Ladouceur landing some big rights on Brendan Shanahan, who switches hands.
I think his right hand was getting tired or bruised, so he did switch to his left. And he got the upper hand on Shanahan. It'll be 5 minutes each for fighting to Shanahan and Ladouceur. Pretty good duker here. You know, notice lately in the fights that at least we saw that the uppercut's becoming popular.
Against them. One of the better percentages in the league. Norwood plants Holik with a big hit in the corner. Down they go.
Let's go watch some of the action in this power play. Here's the hit by Lee Norwood, a guy that's really not known for hitting. In fact, he hardly ever hits.
Holik battles for it, but Wilson outfoxes the young Whaler winger to come up with it. What a night he's had, Ron Wilson. And puck knocked down. Kimball cuts in on Whitmore. He scores!
Well, if you think this guy's happy, you're right. That is Darren Kimball's first goal of the year. This is his 44th game. And he's a happy dude. You know, usually at this time of the year when you get your first goal, you try not to take credit for it because it's going to make all the papers that you scored your first goal in the 76th game of the year. But Kimball will get a favorable bounce here, and the puck's rolling, so obviously he makes a good play. He goes to his backhand as Whitmore committed a little too early, and once again, looking at it from the goaltender's point of view, I'll tell you, this doesn't get to do that often, that celebrated Kimball pump. And here's, right here, here's the, wow, that's a pretty major league slash. This wasn't a trip at all. He'll just, right here, when he goes to put on the brakes, he falls in. You know, they went off like he cuts his head. I think his helmet might have jammed against his forehead. Yeah, it seems to be a cut involved. But welcome to the biggie, to the bigs. I think he'll be all right, hopefully.
The end at which he is sitting. Bergevin plays it across to Conroy. Now Cullen is going at it with Bassett, who's throwing some right hands, and Cullen throwing a couple of rights of his own. Well, they both connect with a few.
I'll tell you, John Cullen's a pretty tough guy. Probably a lot of people don't know it. I know Bassett doesn't. But he's a feisty little guy, and he really hasn't played that way much of the year. He really wants to stay on the ice as much as possible, as he's the Whalers' leading scorer. But this is bound to happen. This would be like the, oh, there's a good hit by Cullen. Bassett will come on at the end, but this is like the, what would you call it? This might be the featherweight division. If Kimball and McKenzie would be the heavyweight, these guys would be maybe lightweight.
Huda with a pass to Verbeek, surrounded by Blues. Down he goes. Norwood feeds it by Emerson.
Oh,
now we got a tussle. It's Cunneyworth throwing punches with Rich Sutter, and this was the culmination of a long, hard evening between these two. And Randy Cunneyworth gets off to a good start with a couple of short right hands.
Well, there's 5:04 left in the game. Yeah, this was going to happen too. The Cullen tussle and the Cunneyworth tussle they were going to happen.
As he had to reach back for it. 2:40 to go in the game. Cullen in a collision with Bassett once again. Bassett wants round two, and they're going to go for round two. The linesmen get in there. Bassett swings and misses with a couple of rights. And Verbeek piles on with a St. Louis player. That's Lowry. With 2:35 to go in this one, and we may not be done yet. And Lowry and Verbeek want to go at it. And Randy Ladouceur holds Lowry. Verbeek trying to get a swing in there. Greg Janney, of all people, is trying to corral Pat Verbeek. Lowry and Ladouceur hit the ice.
Boy, there's been some. They couldn't figure out who was going with who.
Well, Janney drops his gloves as if he's going to go with Verbeek. This would be a first.
I don't think this will happen. Dennis Morel is watching Verbeek and Janney. Sometimes you drop your gloves to get a better grip.
That must be it. And now Quintal comes over there. McKenzie trying to even that situation out. All heck breaking loose here with 2:35 to go in the hockey game. Call.
Watch Collins tries to get Basson. Basson just stopped him, just spotted him at the last second, and they went up, and they really didn't need an invitation. Pat Verbeek, he's just going to get in there. He gets a half a step on Lowry. You know, in this type of game, Patty Verbeek's the type of guy he wants to do something. He's just frustrated. There's Rick Sutter talking to Ron Sutter. These are the twins. These Rick. Who's older? I think Ron is, isn't it? Or is it Rick? Well, one's got to be older, obviously.
Right. You got me there, though. I don't know the answer. Gillis and Emerson get the sticks going. Morel looks on as play moves up ice. Chase and Huda are going to go. Kelly Chase out of Porcupine Plain, Saskatchewan. And Doug Huda set to throw some punches, and down they go with 19 seconds to go.
I think this tussle was a result of Chase trying to take advantage of Zalapsky early in the game. Huda was just a little late getting there. But the leading penalty guy for the Blues, Kelly Chase, will add some more to his total. Dougie Huda just having a glimpse at his hand. You know what you do when you get in a fight, no matter what the outcome is, you always, when you go off the ice, always have a look at your hand. This was behind the play.
Huda gets the extra 2 for instigating.
Here's how it started. The St. Louis Blues have had a tough time tonight with their sweaters. They've seemed to come unbuckled. There's a buckle right below the pad.
And tonight, after beating Washington 8-2 Tuesday, the Hartford Whalers suffer a 7-2 loss at the hands of the St. Louis Blues.